So hello everybody, welcome to live English lesson with me, teacher Zdenek and Jolly. Hi Jolly.
Hello, how are you?
I'm fine, thanks. Jolly, where are you from?
I'm Spanish. I'm from Spain.
Nice, lovely. Um, and we have to let the cat out of the bag because you are a teacher yourself, right? You are a colleague of mine. Is that
Yes,
so?
I am.
Great. So you know what? I'm gonna make a deal with you. Let's not correct each other's English this time.
No, not today. That's fine. But
Not
I'm sure.
today.
I'm sure I will make more mistakes than you. That's for sure.
How do you know that?
Or because you will probably have more experience in teaching than me. So
I might have more experience doing YouTube as well. But other than that, don't worry. I make mistakes left, right, and center. So don't worry about it. It's
okay.
absolutely fine. You know, we are entitled. You know, we are entitled to be imperfect. I think.
Nobody's perfect. Yeah,
No.
exactly.
But
Okay.
I think it's only fair that we don't undermine each other here, and
hmm
we.
I
But
agree.
excellent, we have a deal. But what I would also like to do, I would like us to do, is to keep the same format. So there will be a language section, but we will be focusing on some language that sort of naturally comes out of our conversation, if that makes any sense. It's like
Yeah.
emerging language.
hmm
Yeah, it could
Yeah.
be grammar, pronunciation, vocabulary. It doesn't matter.
All right.
Ex-
That sounds exciting. Let's see. Let's see what we can come up with. Okay.
exactly. And obviously, we have got some people watching us live. So welcome, guys. Hi, Helen. Good to have you here.
Hi, Helen.
We do know Helen in person, kind of, don't we?
Yes.
Online. I've never met.
She's very nice, I have to say. Yeah.
She
I
is.
really
Yeah.
like her.
I say we know her in person, but I have never actually met her face to face, only
hmm
online. But it, I think it qualifies as in person, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's so similar
Yeah.
almost, uh, it's not the same, obviously.
Mhm.
But yeah, if how long have you known her for?
I've known her for more than Um, definitely for more than 1 year. I think almost 1.5 years. Yeah,
1.5 years. So that's, I mean, if you see her often, like online, it's like you feel you meet her or you know her personally.
exactly. That's it.
So,
That's it. You know, she also happens to be my student,
mhm.
and she's an invaluable member of the Achievers Chamber Discord group. So are you, by the way. we
Oh,
we
well,
could
thank you.
yeah we
Thank
could
you.
ta- we could talk about that. We could talk about that first if you want. So how do you feel there? Is that everything okay?
Yeah.
Do you know what? I wasn't sure if I should let you in at first because I was like, she's a teacher.
You were scared.
I'm not. I wasn't scared, but I was just wondering, like, how is that gonna work? Like, if I have a lot of English teachers there,
But
I'm
I'm not as a teacher. I'm not here as a teacher today. I'm here as a student.
no here today. You're here as a teacher. I've already
Oh,
introduced you.
really?
I've already introduced you as a teacher. So
Can I be both? Can I be both
yeah, of course,
at
of
the
course.
same time? Combination of both.
Yeah, of
Yeah.
course you can. Of course you can. Yeah. So, guys, don't forget if you're watching us live, you can always post comments. You can leave comments in the I think it's called super chat on the right, and yeah, we can answer quite any questions you may have. Um, are you familiar with this teaching method called Dogme or Dogma? Jolly.
um, well, I've seen it with you, like when you teach
Yeah.
other people, in other live English lessons. And I think I've used it with my students sometimes as well. Like, let's just talk about anything.
Yeah.
And then one thing leads to another, and so yeah, I think I've used it sometimes, not always. I'm quite, let's say, I like to have things prepared in advance. Yeah,
Organized.
I'm
You're quite
quite
organized.
methodic. Can I say methodic? Yeah,
Methodical? Should I say methodical?
methodical. Yeah,
Okay.
methodical. That's the
Yeah,
word.
you're organized. Maybe you're well organized, systematic, and everything has to fall into place, and all that.
Yeah,
Um,
and
yeah, I think every teacher is different, right? I can't say that I'm always disorganized. Sometimes I'm organized too, but do you know what? I would say that I like a bit of chaos as well. A bit of, not, doesn't necessarily have to be chaos, but a little bit of spontaneity,
mhm.
you know?
Yeah, I do that sometimes as well. But
Mhm.
as I try to focus on what my students want to learn, because
Yeah.
sometimes, I teach students from, you know, for all, I would say, well, I can say from little kids to retired people.
Oh,
So
really? Uh-huh.
yeah, I have students. I've got a 65 or 66
Mhm.
years old, and then the other one is a bit older, I think. But they just want to keep the English they know. They don't want to lose it, so they just want like a maintenance.
Yeah.
And they just need it to travel, basically, when they just want to feel they can communicate when
Yeah.
they travel to another country. But for kids, or my students, the ones who are at high school or at school, they follow grammar books. So sometimes they ask me and they say, Yoli, I have an exam next week and we are doing conditionals. Let's see if we can, So I
Yeah.
have to prepare the class. I cannot be spontaneous in that way. With
Mhm.
my older students, I can.
Yeah. I see what you mean. So basically, like different learners have different needs,
Mm.
and I think every good teacher is to some extent a bit flexible, right? Every teacher is able to adapt um, in some way in
Yeah.
order to achieve those goals that our students have.
Hmm.
Okay, fantastic. So I'm quite curious. Um, you said that you teach
Let's see.
different ages. Yeah, you kind of teach different ages. So which
Yeah.
would you be able to tell me which of the age groups do you enjoy teaching the most?
The older ones.
Oh, the retired the retired
Well,
students.
yeah, I enjoy quite a lot. I don't know if it's because we have like
Sorry,
many, many
retired people. I said retired.
retired.
Yeah,
They are retired. Well, they are
yeah,
retired, but you can't imagine how many things they do through the day. It's like, sometimes they wish they wouldn't be retired.
really.
I don't know if I did that structure well. Hmm.
I would say
Don't correct me.
I'm not correct. Well, you asked for it. You're asking for
Yeah,
it.
well. Hmm.
I
I
think.
wish they
Do you
wish
mind? Do you mind if I? Do
they
you mind if?
okay.
Do you mind if I tell you?
No, no, no. Go ahead.
I was confused. No, no, no. Okay. Yes, yes, yes. All right.
Yes.
It is possible to use would after wish, but
Not
in
for
a
that purpose.
I wouldn't use it here. I would use it if someone annoys you. Yeah.
Hmm.
I wish he would stop talking. I wish.
Criticism.
I wish he would stop picking his nose. Yeah. But here I would just use past tense after
Past.
after.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So sometimes they wish they weren't retired. That's the thing.
I think it's more natural than that. It's fine.
Yeah. So yeah, I would say I enjoy teaching well,
Retired.
teenagers,
I made a stupid mistake. I
retired
said,
students.
is there anything like that? Do retired? Do you think retired students exist, or have I just
It's, it,
invented a new phrase?
it's not compatible. It is compatible. Why not?
No, it's a bit weird.
It
Yeah,
sounds funny. Yeah, that's the
yeah.
truth.
I meant retired. I meant retired people, of course. Yeah.
So yeah, I think the older ones. no, maybe not only the retired people, retired students. Now I'm gonna be laughing.
It sounds like the older the better for you.
Yeah,
it's like old wine. The older it is, the
the
more you
better.
enjoy the more you enjoy teaching them.
Yeah, the better
That's
it
interesting.
tastes. It tastes. Tastes. Oh
Taste,
my God,
taste. Yeah. That's
taste.
really that's really interesting. I have to say. Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's because they. I don't know if I should say this, but I
But
think people, for example, university students.
yeah,
I like this type of students as well, or adults,
I
any
love them.
age.
Yeah.
I find the classes much more interesting, much more fun, and enjoyable. They are more active, and
Yeah.
they participate more, and I don't know. It's
I know exactly what you mean.
they pay more attention. They show interest about what
And
they are learning.
they use their brain as well.
Yep.
Let's be honest.
Yes.
It's
So
not always the case with everyone, right? So
no.
that's why we appreciate if they're, let's say, I don't want to say smarter, like more intelligent, more talented students are obviously more pleasure to teach. Let's not beat around the bush here, guys. It's true. The smarter you are, the more talented you are, the more fun it is for us to teach you. That doesn't mean that we can't help everyone else. Oh my God, I must have said something wrong. I feel like I've been a bit mean here, but we know what we are talking about here, right?
Yep.
Don't we?
Hmm.
We try to help everyone, yeah, but we are only human beings. We are only humans, yeah, and it's more fun when people actually do what we ask them to do, when people are able to follow our instructions, when
Hmm.
people feel like what we are doing is actually helping them and they give something back. um, they're happy. We see their progress. It's very
And
satisfying for us,
it's
right?
very satisfying, and it's less tiring mentally for us, because
Exactly.
sometimes having to explain something like 3 or 4. I don't mind explaining things like 3, 4 times, you know, whatever they need. But
you are a patient teacher.
oh yes, yes, I am. Patience is one of my strengths, I would say. I'm very, very patient. And I always tell my students, look, don't worry about asking me if you don't understand what I am saying. I will try to explain it to you differently.
Hmm.
Um, Sometimes it's tiring, it's like, what can I do? How can I explain this? Which type of example can I think of to make him understand what I am trying to say?
I like how you said make him understand. So
Yeah,
is it tougher with men?
yes. I'm sorry.
Wow,
It's, you
wow.
know,
It's
I've
it.
got men, I've got women, but I have to say, women are, it's a pleasure.
I
They are
agree with
just,
I agree with you.
yeah, well, you
I
better.
no. Listen, of course I enjoy teaching women as a man, but it's not. It doesn't mean that I don't enjoy teaching men. That
I
if
enjoy it, but,
okay,
it's just,
it's different for you.
it's different. Yeah,
Mm.
I've
That's
got excellent students. They are boys. They are excellent.
mm.
But I don't know. It seems like
I knew
the
there would be
girls,
a but. I knew it was coming.
but yeah.
I knew but was coming for sure.
But if I had to, if you ask me, which ones are, it's a difficult question, I know.
It's okay.
Um,
Just say
but
what you
I
think.
would say I would say the girls
Yeah, I guess it depends on the age, Like if it's,
also.
let's say,
Hmm.
teenagers, or I would much rather teach girls. Yeah, that's true. When it comes to like teenagers, but when it comes to adults, to be honest, like I don't. It doesn't really matter to me. Don't know.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, I'd
Yeah,
say
probably you are right. Yeah.
it's for me. It's like 50-50. Like I have half men, half women, so it's not like I teach more men than women. I don't think so. I think it's like about 50-50 with
Yeah,
all
me
my
too, I would say.
private students. Yeah. So you teach at a school, Jolly?
I'm doing some like extra activities in the school after, after the normal classes.
Yeah.
I go there 2 days a week, and I have 5 different groups. So I teach kids from 3 year olds
Yeah. Oh my God.
to the last course, which is, well, they would, I think they will be 18 this year, 17, 18
Yeah.
year olds. Yeah.
I don't know what
So
I would do with 3-year-olds. Like that idea of teaching, the basically the notion of teaching
not many things.
little children is. I was like, I
It's
can't imagine
just,
doing that.
these classes are not, I mean, what type of things can you teach to a 3 year old who doesn't even speak his
Yeah,
native language well? It's,
exactly.
so I think in when they are that young, the best, that's what I'm doing at least, is
Yeah.
listening.
Mm.
Listening, songs, music, words,
Yeah.
um,
Yeah.
cartoons,
Yeah.
visual. It has to be very visual, and they have to listen.
That makes sense.
They
Maybe
are
you
like
play
sponge. Can we say sponge? Like their
like
brains are
a sponge. Yeah.
absorbing.
Yeah.
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 So that's what
Absolutely.
we do, basically.
Hmm.
I can't ask them to write anything. They don't even know. They can't write at that age.
Don't worry. I can't ask some of my adult students to write. Not because they don't know, but because they don't want to. So,
Yeah.
yeah, I know what you mean.
Mm.
Okay, nice one. So you're from Spain. Where in Spain are you? Whereabouts in Spain?
I'm in a small village which is close to Guadalajara. Guadalajara is a city that is 1 hour far from Madrid. So I'm close to the capital,
Okay.
in the center. Very dry climate.
Hmm.
Well, not now. Now it's quite, well, we had that thing coming from the Sahara Desert. The
The
all
sand,
the
the sand,
dust,
the
the
sandstone.
dust in the
Ah,
environment,
okay, really.
and yeah,
How
it
how often does that happen?
How
How?
often?
Yeah.
I don't know. I think I've seen it sometimes in the Canary Islands because they
So
are
some,
close to the African coast.
so
But
okay,
like this one, I haven't. I think I haven't.
really.
I was really scared yesterday when I got up, looked through the window, and I saw my car, which is black, but it wasn't black. It was brown. And I said, "What? You know, what's
Did,
going on here?"
okay.
All
Did it take you long to realize what was happening, or
No, not really. No, because my boyfriend was reading the news and he told me
okay?
that we had that. I don't know how to call it. It's a
This,
climate phenomena or
mhm.
something like that. So it's the dust coming from the desert,
So
and
like
it has covered the
the
whole
grain
Spain.
the grains of sand basically are in the atmosphere.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. Phew.
So it's seriously, it's horrible. Yeah.
That's
So,
interesting. I don't know what's happening. God, there's also an earthquake in Japan right now as we speak. I think
oh
happening.
really?
Yeah, I think
I haven't.
they're afraid of some tsunamis that might follow. Actually, I've just seen the news headlines.
That's
So
terrible. That's so scary.
yeah. And apart from that,
Yeah.
we have got a Russian aggression uh, in Europe as well. So that's also not nice. Yeah.
Mhm.
Um, so, Jolly, what do we talk about today? It's all improvised. So, do you want to
Mhm.
tell us more about Spain, or what would you be interested in? What would you like to talk about here?
I don't know. I don't know about Spain. What can I tell you about Spain? I don't know.
Well, it's a nice place. I've actually never been there. It's a shame, such a shame.
You should. If you like food, oh, this is the paradise.
I should,
It's
That
our
doesn't.
gastronomy. I think that's one of the
Mm.
best in
I
the
did,
one of the best in the world.
I, yeah, I'm gonna make that joke that I always make whenever I see you.
Mm,
Jolly good, yeah.
jolly good, yeah.
it's it's a running joke. I know it's not funny anymore because I said it many times, but I
That's
amuse
okay.
I amuse myself. That's why I say it.
That,
Selfishly, I always amuse myself when I say it.
that's okay. You can say it.
Thanks, thanks.
Jolly good.
No, to be
So,
honest, like if you try to sell it to me because of food, I'm not that kind of person. Yeah, I'm not a
okay.
gourmet. I think the word is gourmet, right? I'm not a
Gourmet.
gourmet. But you would sell it to me when it comes to Spanish people, because I just find them very very friendly and warm and social
Unwelcoming.
and
Yeah.
welcoming, sociable, and just positive. You know, and it doesn't happen with everyone. So from my experience teaching English in London, I have to say that Spanish people have really grown on me.
Mhm.
Not literally, like they're not little Spanish people
Okay.
growing out of my skin or something. But it's an expression, yeah. If
Growing
someone,
on me.
yeah, if someone is growing on you or has grown on you, it means that um,
They have they have a place in your life or in your heart or
and perhaps at the beginning it may also suggest that at the beginning it wasn't so, but in my case it's because I didn't know them that well, not because something has changed. Yeah, I didn't know that many Spanish people, and the more I know them, the more they are growing on me. So that means like
hmm,
they are getting closer to my heart, let's say.
all
Yeah,
right.
I like spending time with them more and more and more. That's what it means. Yeah, but you can
Okay.
also use this expression when there's something you didn't necessarily enjoy doing, and you could say like, oh, this activity is growing on me. Or often we use it about people, to be honest with you. That, so when you have a colleague that was annoying at first, and then you realize actually it's just he's a bit grumpy, let's say, but it's funny. So he's growing on me. He's growing on
Yeah.
me. It's not as bad
Okay.
as I thought. Yeah, I like him more and more.
Right. Okay. So not for the food. You wouldn't be attracted for the
I'm,
food, but for the people.
I'm not that kind of
Um,
person. Yeah, so I'm sure Spanish food is
well,
brilliant.
I tell you that because on Friday drinks you are always eating or something, or or drinking something, or
yeah,
So I said, he likes eating, so
no,
nice.
no, no. I just kill two birds with one stone because I may have had a hard day and didn't have enough time because of all my lessons. Don't have time to eat. Yeah, so then I come to the event that we have, and in our group called the Achievers Chamber, and it's an event. It's not a lesson. You see, I make a
It's an
distinction
event, yeah.
between an event and a lesson in the Discord group. If it's a lesson, I would never eat. Yeah, it's a lesson. So I'm the teacher. I have to be professional. When it comes to events, it's more laid back. It's more laid back. Yeah, it's more as a social occasion, and that's why I feel comfortable
Okay.
eating during it sometimes. But I hope I don't do it too much. It might not be the
Well,
best way.
that's okay.
It might not
It's
be the
a
best. Yeah, sorry.
Sorry.
I just wanted to say it might not be the best way to advertise it, yeah, because there might be some people watching this thinking, Zdenek, what's this Achievers Chamber group? That sounds interesting.
What do you do there?
And then I say, yeah, I just eat, and people look at me eating, and I think, is this really, is this
No,
going
but
to
not
help me with my English?
but not
You know,
only you. I've seen more people I eat sometimes, because
that
it's
doesn't help,
perhaps it's a
Jolly.
bit. Why
We should
not?
we should tell
It's
people that we also speak English.
we That's what we do. That's what we normally do. Oh, what happened? What happened? I lost you, Denek. I can't see you now. I don't know what's going on.
I have no idea.
You are frozen
So
just now. You are pixeled. Well, not pixeled. You are frozen,
I don't know
actually.
what's happening. Is he still? My internet has been fixed.
Now you are pixeled. Definitely. Frozen and Pixel, both. I don't know. It's something about your connection, I think. Oh well, what should I do now? You left me all alone. I'm gonna look at the chat to see what people is saying.
Okay, are we
I can
back?
answer some questions. Oh, hello. Hey. Yes, you're back.
So was it just me that wasn't there, or
I don't
were you
know.
able to?
I was I continued talking, or you are frozen again, Zdenek.
I I literally thought my internet has been fixed. Don't tell me it hasn't.
I don't know. Let's ask people. People. People, can you see us? Can you hear us?
I'm sure now they can, because I can see there's a little icon in the top left corner telling me that the connection is unstable. Now it's fine. So I think now it's work.
Oh,
Now it's working, but we have.
okay. No.
Oh, I'm so sorry, everyone. By the way, it seemed to have happened when there were a lot of people watching, which is weird.
I don't
Jolly,
know.
it might have to be you taking over here.
I didn't do anything. Oh, you are frozen again.
This is madness. This is an absolute.
What is people saying? Can they see
Honestly,
us?
something is going on. Like, I did have some problems in the past, but it was never this bad. So is it fixed?
Irena is saying that she she can see me and hear me, but not in your case. No, no, not she
Does it mean
can.
that I'm not there at all? Because I think I'm here, right? I'm here
I
now.
think, yeah, I can see you now, but
Yeah,
sometimes you are just frozen.
I
And
know. Well, I can
yeah,
see there are problems myself. Yeah, so I thought, because we are recording this in StreamYard, and
did you pay the internet bill this month, Zdenek?
well, let me check. Yeah, let me check. Okay. Yeah. Let me check. Yeah. Where is the camera here? Yeah. Okay.
These are all the bills you have to pay. Oh my God.
Welcome to my world.
Oh God.
Okay. Yeah, I think Noop is right. Yeah, the stream is so popular that it crashed. Yeah, I'm sure that's the case, Noop.
Right. So I
Michelangelo,
don't know.
Michelangelo, Michelangelo says that Spain isn't a safe place for bulls. Where do you
No.
stand? Where do you stand on bullfights, Jolly?
Well, I have to say that some years ago, I well, not support. I can't say I supported it, but I attended these
Ooh,
shows, and here in my village, they do that thing we were talking about yesterday in the class. Remember about
yeah.
people running in front of the bull.
Could we call it like chase? A chase? A chase?
Chase bull, yeah, the bull chasing,
A
or
race? I don't know.
yeah. Well, the thing is, they just run, and the bull goes after people, right? Um, and
Are you sure? Are you sure it's not the other way around?
sometimes,
Hmm.
yeah, sometimes because they want to to catch its attention.
Yeah.
So yeah, I have to say that years ago I attended these
Hmm.
type of things, and I guess it was because I had a different partner and he was really involved in all this world.
Ah.
So yeah, it's
I think it's a bit similar to the British tradition of fox hunting. It's something that it's a tradition, so it kind of belongs to the culture of the country. But
Hmm.
at the same time, now that we are kind of becoming more and more aware of the, let's say, animal rights and things like that, I think people are sort of trying to.
More aware of it, or yeah.
Yeah, I think a lot of people are talking against this now. Yeah, which I don't really blame them, to be honest, because it seems a bit cruel to me. I don't know.
I think it's cruel. For example, the bullfighting.
Mm.
It's like you take an animal, you put it there, and you put it there just to kill it at the end of the show.
But it's
So
not. It's not just that. Like you kill people for meat. Yeah, like you do that too. But this is more about it's like torture, kind of,
yeah,
isn't it?
yeah, kind of.
So
They go with a kind of, they have a kind of sword, like a very thin, very,
like a cord.
and they just,
Uh,
so bullfighting is like that, and yeah, it's a kind of torture. But
mm.
I think I don't know if some Spanish listeners are listening to this. How can I say that? Spanish
Watch.
listeners listening to
No, is
this.
that actually technically
Spanish people
it's viewers watching this.
or viewers, but they are also listening.
Yeah, but most of them are also watching. So the
Viewers. Okay,
listen,
let's say
yeah,
viewers. Okay, right.
listeners. That would be
So
like if you talk about a podcast or a radio, let's
you
say
are
that's
right. Yeah,
listeners. Yeah,
you
I
are
had to
right.
learn this myself because obviously I've been doing Zdenek's English podcast for more than 8 years, and I've always called the people that I talk to listeners. And then once I started using YouTube as well, which was about 2 years ago, it was difficult for me to get used to calling these people viewers.
Viewers instead of
It's
listeners.
sometimes I still slip up.
Hmm.
Yeah.
So I don't know if they would agree, or I don't know if I'm wrong, right? I'm going to say something, but I'm not quite sure if it's like that. When that the bullfighting is one thing, but then these shows in which they just free or release a
Yeah.
bull, and the bull runs, and people
Yeah.
just run, trying to
Mm.
escape and hide and things like that. I think they don't kill the bull
Mm.
unless they are not able to take him back, or take it back to the truck, or to the place
Right.
it
Yeah.
has
Then
to
the
be.
bull becomes kind of useless for them, right? Because
Yeah.
uh,
So if they, the thing they do is just they release him, and they have it maybe 1 hour or 2 hours,
yeah.
so people can run and play with it and things like that.
Mm.
But then the idea is to take him back from the place
Do you know?
where.
Do you know what? I think people should just play hide and seek or tag. You know, or you are it. What's it called? Tag you are it or something like that, right?
I don't know about that.
It's just those children's games. You know,
Mm,
they might be saving a few animal lives.
yeah, well, and then some people say that if these things didn't exist, this animal would probably be extincted,
Would go extinct. You mean?
will go extinct. Yeah, that's
Okay.
that's what I mean.
Yeah.
They
Mhm.
say that. I don't know.
Really? That sounds like a lame excuse to me.
Hmm.
But who
I
knows?
don't know if they are saying that because they want to defend the,
Mm.
like, well, but we have this.
Exactly.
It's a tradition, and
Yeah.
if we didn't have these things, well, this animal wouldn't exist. I'm not
They might
sure
as
about
they
that.
might as well say if we didn't have these traditions, people would start fighting each other. To
Hmm.
be honest, they do it anyway, as we can see. But anyway, Noop is asking you, whether
Do
you
you
watch.
watch Liga Santander? What's your favorite team?
Is that La Liga? Is that Liga
Yep.
Santander? Is that La Liga? Mm.
Yep.
So
I used to in the past,
with a
but
different
now
with a different boyfriend, I suppose.
you're right. Yeah, that's it. So I used to, and I used to go to the stadium and watch the football matches live.
Did your ex force you to watch the
No,
football
not at
matches?
all.
Did you
No, not
enjoy
at
it?
all. I enjoy it. Yeah.
Did you
So, but
did
now,
you did you enjoy it more than bullfighting?
oh, way more. Yeah, obviously. Yes. So my favorite team, I have always been a supporter of Atlético de Madrid, I have to say.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, they've just beaten Manchester United, so I think you heard about that. That happened yesterday.
Hmm.
Quite a
So I even,
surprising result for some, not for me. I expected it, but Manchester United are shambles.
well,
They are.
I even have a cat called Cholo.
What does it mean? What does Cholo
Or
mean?
Cholo Simeone. Who is
Oh,
Cholo Simeone?
is it a player?
That's the oh, how do you say it? The
The
coach?
manager, isn't it? His name
Is the
Diego.
coach?
His name is Diego. Diego Simeone.
Yeah, but in Spain it's known as Cholo,
Oh, okay,
which is like a nickname or something.
I didn't know that. You have to explain that to me. Cholo. Okay.
Okay, Cholo. Yeah. So one of my cats is called Cholo because
Did you name your cat after Diego Simeone?
yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Well, next time I have a cat, I will name him Arsene.
Arsenal.
Arsene after Arsene Wenger,
Arsenal. Who's that?
the most successful manager in Arsenal's history.
Okay.
Yeah, Arsene Wenger. Currently, the manager is Miguel Arteta, another Spanish
Mm-hmm.
manager, and before that we had Unai Emery.
All
So
right. I know Unai Emery.
yeah,
That was the coach of Valencia.
I think so. Yeah, I think he has
Yeah.
won the Europa League with them. I think
Mm-hmm.
twice at least. Yeah,
Yeah, I think so.
yeah,
Right,
exactly.
but I don't know much about football.
That's all right. That was just a
So
question we got from Noob, so I thought you might as well uh, address this question. By the way, Adam says, "What an interesting guest." I think Adam means you, not me, because I'm not a guest. So I think you've got a fan, Jolly.
well, thank you. I don't
Uh,
know.
okay,
Interesting.
so yeah, I think it's high time we looked at some of the feedback. But to be honest with you, Jolly, I haven't done a very good job of making notes this time.
Oh well.
um, but I can see you've got a few expressions there. So let's do this. We're gonna share the file
Okay.
and just have a quick chat about some language here. So what do we have here?
Oh, I just noted down some idioms.
Okay, so that we're gonna make them blue because when it's vocabulary. So tell us.
Let the cat out of the bag.
Yeah.
I think I haven't heard this expression before, but I think it means to start.
Um. No. So
No?
no. Maybe. Okay. I think I used it at the beginning.
Mm-hmm.
It's like when you tell a secret. Yeah.
Ah, right.
You let the
Okay.
cat out of the bag.
All
Basically,
right.
you tell a secret, something that people didn't know about, and then you let the cat out of the bag. You often it's used like when it's unintentional as well, when you reveal a secret by mistake.
All
You
right.
know, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So, yeah,
Uh,
I can think of a situation in which this could happen. For
yeah,
example, so oh sorry, I didn't mean to let the cat out of the bag. For
yeah,
example, right? if you realize you shouldn't have done it, but you accidentally did it. Okay.
Can be quite embarrassing, but I think it happens quite often. So what's your next idiom? Let's deal with your idioms first, and then we'll look at what I have.
Beat around the bush. I know this one, and I think is quite nice. And I
To
think
beat.
I've used it in a writing.
Hmm.
I don't remember. Well,
I don't
so
think you can use it like for academic English, though. It has to be something informal.
informal, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So beat around the bush
Bush, bush,
means
bush.
bush, sorry,
Yeah.
not the
No,
bus.
no, no, no problem. No problem.
Okay.
Yeah,
Beat
George
a,
Bush. Yes, the same as
George Bush.
George Bush. Yeah.
Okay, so that means to when you don't go straight to the point, it's like you are just taking different. I don't know how to explain it. Yeah, when you want to explain something, but you are not able to, or maybe you don't want to
Mm-hmm.
go straight to the point. So you
Ex-
just beat around the
exactly.
bush. You take another direction, and well,
Yeah. Yeah. That's right. Sometimes you do it to distract or to sort of, let's say you are supposed to tell the truth,
hmm
and the truth might hurt someone, or you might not be prepared to tell the truth completely, so you can beat around the bush. Then someone might tell you, hey, stop beating around the bush, get straight to the point.
yeah.
Yeah, or tell us the truth, or something like that. Okay, how about the next one, Jolly?
Somebody is growing on me. So this is when you got little people like no. Okay, so this is somebody is going. It was fun. It was fun. The example, the your joke. I will remember that. So that means when you get to know somebody and
Yeah,
you start liking that person, and every time you see that person or you talk to that person is just you feel a little bit more closer or a little
yeah,
bit closer
yeah.
to that person. So
To be honest, it's kind of like a gradual process as well. Yeah, it doesn't happen overnight.
mhm,
It's I'd say slow,
yep,
but it's a positive expression. It means you start liking someone, basically. Yep. And
okay.
then we have got one that one of our friends Irena doesn't like, but you wrote it down, so we have to deal with it.
Which one?
We have a friend Irena who is
Oh,
interested. She studies birds and she likes birds a lot. Yeah, so
oh,
she
right. Okay, I
she
I
thinks
understand now.
she thinks it's a bit too violent, but it's part of the language. So you know.
We have the same expression in Spanish.
Oh,
Well,
do you?
perhaps Irena knows because she speaks Spanish as well.
Yeah, I know
But
she
it's the
does.
same. Is if we translate it literally, is we have the same expression.
So what does it mean, Julie?
It means to um, how can I explain this? It's difficult.
Okay.
Uh,
Okay, I'll give you some kind of context. Yeah.
mhm.
Okay. So you know what? I wanted to do the lesson here today. Yeah. But I also kind of wanted to catch up with Jolly. I also wanted to talk to Jolly because I haven't talked to her for almost a day, which is a
Oh
long
my God.
long time because obviously Jolly is growing on me. Yeah. So I have decided to kill two birds with one stone and invited Jolly onto this YouTube or to this YouTube channel.
Mhm. So you do two things at once,
Exactly. Oh,
basically.
yeah, but it's kind of intentional. It's like it's a good thing, yeah,
Like if you
because
have the chance,
yeah,
to do, I mean, if you have to buy, no, go to the shop and you need petrol. Oh my God, that's, you know,
You buy petrol in a supermarket.
You go to the petrol station, but I
Yeah.
mean, if your car is short of petrol, well, if you go to the
Mm.
shop, you kill two birds with one stone, and you do both things. You go to the shop and you put petrol on your car,
Right.
so
You
you
fill
don't
up.
go one day and then.
You fill up your tank.
That's what I do.
Yeah.
It's a
Right.
real example, you know.
Okay. Well, great. Real examples are the best examples. So, what about laid back? What does that mean?
I haven't seen this expression, but I think when you said it, you mean relax,
Yeah, laid
laid
back. If
back.
someone is laid back, I said Spanish people are laid back, and so is jolly, of course. I don't think I'm letting the cat out of the bag. I think you guys already know it. If you're laid back, you're kind of relaxed, and you take it easy, and you know you don't stir any trouble. You are not too fussy, and you just. I think you're fun to be around as well. Yeah,
Okay.
I think that's what it means. And Helen is, of course, right that there is an alternative expression to
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 feed.
feed to kill. Sorry, there is an alternative expression to kill two birds with one stone, and it's to feed two birds with one scone. But apparently, it's not Cambridge approved. So
Yeah, well,
thank you for that, Helen.
perhaps in
Um,
Scot, perhaps they say that in Scotland. I don't know, because a scone is a typical sweet. Is a typical. How can I explain it? Is it's like
it,
a yeah, it's like a
it,
sweet,
it's
hmm?
a pastry, I think, isn't it?
Like a cake. It's like a
Yeah,
kind of cake,
yeah.
pastry. Yeah, maybe. And they eat that with the afternoon tea.
Hmm,
You know, they put it on the
I
tea.
see. I see.
Um, they put some butter and jam on it as well. So maybe they use it in Scotland
The,
to
the,
feed two
the,
birds with one scone. Don't know.
the real question is do birds should birds eat scones? Is that healthy for the birds?
Well,
I
I
don't
think
know.
birds eat anything they find. I
Okay.
mean, I don't know if it's healthy or not, but
I'm just I'm
probably
just
not. Probably not.
I'm just kidding. I don't know. Like
Yeah.
it's not like if I ate scones every single day, I
It's a
think
very
I
typical scene when you go to a lake, maybe, and there are, ducks. You can
yeah,
see people throwing them like
scones.
breadcrumbs or no,
Yeah.
something. So I don't know. It's like it could be considered a tradition as well.
I mean if
Many
there are a
people
lot
does that.
if there are a lot of ducks, which is often the case, and it's not just one duck, it's like 20 ducks,
Oh,
then
yes.
then you can feed even 20 ducks with one scone, potentially.
Mhm.
Yeah. Depends how big the scone is, I suppose. Okay. Here is what I have. So, one thing I want to praise you for, Jolie, is your pronunciation of the word focus.
Mhm.
Yeah, which is very good because this I've noticed it causes problems to a lot of English learners. Yeah, listeners, it's focused, so it's the diphthong o. Yeah, I
Mhm.
might have the symbol here somewhere. If you give me a second, so I will be able to show you what the symbol for this is actually. It's a diphthong. It's like a double vowel. And you need this and this, but like this. Okay, this is the
Oh,
sound. So focus.
faux.
So
Mhm.
it's the same sound you find in words like phone and go and home and stone. Yeah. So it's
Goal.
yeah goal. So it's the o. It's the o. It's the letter o, but the sound is actually o. Right. So
Okay.
focus. All right. And then and we kind of dived into wish clauses as well. So, as far as I know, Jolie, there are three types of wish clauses.
Mhm.
Technically, it's two plus this extra one with would. So, if you talk about something, if you if you talk about your present
Or
and
future.
or future, and you're imagining that it's different from what it is now. Yeah. What could you say? You could close your eyes and say, "Oh, I wish." Can you give us an example, Jolie? I wish.
I wish I had
I wish I
another
had
another another dog
a dog. I wish I had another dog. I wish I had a scone. I wish I had a scone. Yeah.
to give it
So
to the dogs. Yeah. Okay.
yeah. Yeah. So it basically means that you don't have it and you're sort of imagining it. It's not real. Yeah. So I wish I had a scone. Uh, you could also say, if only I had a I
Hmm.
had another dog. It's another way to say the same. If only.
If
Yeah.
only I had another
Mhm.
dog. Yeah.
So that's about the present and sort of future as well.
Hmm.
So that's, let's say, the wish clause one. And then if you talk about the past, so this has to be some kind of regret. Yeah. So if you regret doing something, or if something happened and you can't take it back, how can you talk about it, Jolie? I wish.
I wish I had stayed in Scotland longer.
I wish I had stayed in Scotland. I wish I had stayed longer in
Longer
Scotland.
in Scotland. Yeah. Longer
Yeah,
goes
that's
before, I would say. Yeah. I
uh,
wish
uh,
I had stayed longer in
yeah.
Scotland.
Sounds better. It depends, actually. You know what? It actually depends what you want to emphasize as well. But I think this is more natural word order.
Hmm.
Yep. Okay. So here we are talking about the past, which we cannot change, right? So it's also unreal. And here, as you can see, we need had plus ed, had plus past participle. Yeah. So it's like, imagine an alternative past that didn't happen. Yeah.
Yep.
So I'm thinking of some good example. Um, I wish I hadn't bought. I don't know, Jolly. I don't know. I wish I hadn't bought this computer. Yeah, it's not really true. But imagine your computer isn't working as it's supposed to. It's con- constantly breaks down, and you
Hmm.
can't really rely on it.
Then you regret
You
buying
regret it.
it.
You can say, "I wish I hadn't bought it. I wish I hadn't done this." Yeah.
Yeah. Or when you make a mistake with somebody, I
Yeah.
wish I hadn't tell her. I wish I hadn't said
Told her.
that.
Yeah. Exactly. And then there's this extra one. Like, it's like when you're annoyed with someone else, you shouldn't be using this for yourself. You can say, "I wish he would stop nagging me."
What
Yeah.
is nagging? What's nagging?
It's like, typically, well, you had a go at men in this live show, so I'll have a go at women. Imagine a wife that keeps telling you, "Do this, do that. Why didn't you do this? Why didn't you
Okay.
do that?"
Okay.
Of course, you can imagine a man doing that as well. Yeah. Just-
Yeah,
I
well,
just-
but yeah, they normally women do that, I would say.
exactly. Yeah, exactly. I just wanted to return the favor there. So that's to nag someone. Yeah. So it's
All
kind
right.
of criticize someone constantly, and it can get on your nerves a little bit. Yeah. So
Okay.
when something annoys you, you can say, "I wish he would stop doing that."
Hmm.
Yeah. So that's like an extra wish clause. Um, but we can't always use it. It has to be like specifically that you're annoyed with
Hmm.
someone. Okay.
Yep.
So yeah, I think that's where we will leave it. Sure, people actually enjoyed this, because there seem to have been a lot of people watching this live, despite the technical difficulties we had right
Hmm.
in the middle, which was obviously my fault, not yours, Jolly. But jolly good. Thank you very much. For, I can't help it. Sorry.
It's okay. It's okay.
It's
I will make up I know, something for you, so I can reply every
Oh,
time you say "jolly good."
okay.
I'm joking. I'm joking.
It's actually it's kind of posh as well, like jolly good. It's like what
Mm.
posh people would say, which is it's not really used that much anymore. Yeah. But anyway, thank you very much for watching, everyone. Don't forget to support this channel, give this video a like, share this with your friends, and subscribe to the channel if you haven't subscribed already. It's a pleasure to have you here, Jolie. Hopefully,
Thank you.
this is not the last time. Send me a photo so that I can make a thumbnail,
Okay, I will.
a jolly good thumbnail, and yeah.
All right. Well, thank you very much.
Thank you, guys. And
Bye.
if you want to join the Achievers Chamber Discord group, where you can
Hmm.
also meet Jolly and other interesting people, international people, and practice your English with them, then send me a message and I'll tell you more about it. All right, guys, take care.
See you. Take care. Bye bye.
Have a good evening, Jolly.
You too. See
Bye.
you. Bye.